Okay, the recording has started. So, like I said, this session was supposed to be held last weekend. I hope you can see my screen. So,
Yes.
this session was supposed to be held last weekend because of something I posted. Yeah, where is that gold chart? Let me see. Okay, I think I can. I think it's around here. Yeah, this gold charts. I when the week resumed that particular day, I saw this particular chart while I was studying because I study even if I don't read, yeah, I just study the charts to see what is happening in the markets. So I do that once in a while, even if I don't trade. So while I was studying that Sunday, I dropped this. Just studying now and I can clearly see a sweet inducement next week. Now, after I dropped this, I think the next day, which was Monday, I saw a lot of traders. No, that same night, I posted something on Twitter. I posted, um, what are you doing on gold this week? Are you buying or selling? And 90% of charts under my comment section were selling. That was when I kind of like confirmed it. Now, you see technical analysis here. You will get to a level in technical analysis where when you are reading, I said something that those candlesticks represent traders' activities, right? Sometimes when you look at the charts, the way you see the candlesticks, you can actually see your fellow traders' emotions inside that candlestick. I can actually be in the same room with you, yeah? And if you are all panicking and you are all selling, or you are, the way you guys react in real life is actually what we see on those candlestick charts. So now the fact that this chart was here, I think this was the good chart. The sell, let me go to the 1 hour time frame. This was the good chart. The sell was around this point. The sell was around this point here. Now, because Kevitale made a video on engineer liquidity, everybody, you don't know, there are rules. I'm going to drop a content about that tomorrow. So make sure you have my post notification on Twitter on. There are rules guiding engineered liquidity. Yes, price engineered liquidity here. Sorry, I think my network is lagging. So price engineered liquidity here. But it's the same thing as having an invalid order block. The same thing as having an invalid FVG. It's the same thing as having an invalid point of interest. This is an invalid engineered liquidity. Why? It does not align with the rules of engineered liquidity. Yeah, I made a video on YouTube that has over 21,000 views on engineered liquidity, and a lot of top traders actually watch that videos. And I'm kind of like happy when I see them implement my teachings on their chart. It means even top guys are kind of like learning from me. We all learn from each other. Do you get? So it means whatever I'm preaching out there is working to an extent. Even experienced traders are learning from me as well. So it is something. So for me to actually drop that kind of video there for free, it means there is more. So there are rules guiding engineered liquidity, which is why a lot of people fell for this. And when I opened my charts that Sunday, the chart was around here. The chart was around here. It has nothing. It was around here that Friday. So it was just mitigating. Then this was the Monday price action here. So this particular trade does not actually hit SL at all. Now the funny thing was this small pullback you see here. This small pullback you see from this point to this point. When you go to Twitter on the 28th Monday, That is Monday, October 28th. That was on a Monday. If you go to Twitter, you see a lot of people posting this small sell here. You see a lot of them posting it and posting profits, jumping up and down. The week has just started. We are making money. But the funny thing is, anybody that is selling from this point, your objective should actually be maybe you are targeting this low, or you're targeting this low, or you're targeting this even this immediate low here. But did you see price fulfill any single objective here? No. Then price went back up, and boom. Later you hear them say, I closed before price reversed. I closed right here. What has this move right here done for you? So you should actually be careful with the kind of content you see on Twitter, because most of them are not real. They might hit loss at the backyard and come to the front and tell you that I've made a lot of money. I've made a lot of money from that small move. I made a lot of money from the sale before price reversed. Are you sure? Or you just want us to believe deep down within you? Are you sure you made money? That is the question you should be asking yourself. Now, after I saw traders do this, this is actually typical inducement move. Inducement is not just going to, most times inducement is not going to wipe you out. They are going to make you feel like you're in profit. So when they trigger, they make you feel like you're in profit a little bit before they wipe you out. Now this was the POI a lot of traders were trying to like sell from. Yeah. Now, what is actually wrong with this POI? Before all this liquidity rubbish, all these liquidity talks, first thing you want to consider is, what is the current basics of CA? You don't need a mentor to teach you that. It's all on YouTube. It's all on Twitter. If you search market structure 101 on my profile, you are going to see me talk about market structure, market trend, primary and secondary trend. I posted that thread, I think, since 2022, but it is still there. I did not delete it. The most basic part of technical analysis, candlesticks, the market trends, even before support and resistance. Now, the first thing you want to ask yourself when you open the chart is, no matter the system you trade, whether you are trading order flow or whatever, you actually want to know those in control of the markets. You actually want to know the particular direction price is moving. What is the current trend? And as you can see from here, for the past how many weeks, if not months, gold has been in an uptrend, right? Let me zoom out a little. Now, gold has been in what? An uptrend. We have major lows giving us high, low giving us highs, right? Now, this, there's something I'm supposed to explain here with this particular swing, but I can't explain it without explaining what change of character means properly, and what a swing change of character means, and what um, um, a market change of character means. Each swings have its own kind of change of character. There are change of characters that facilitates pullbacks into discount levels before the next move up if we are in an uptrend. And there are also change of characters that facilitates pullback into premium levels if we are in what? If we are in a downtrend. Premium and discount, very simple something. That is discount levels, premium levels. It is on my YouTube channel. Discount levels, you want to buy when price is what? Cheap. Premium levels, you want to sell when price is what? Expensive. And that is the goal of trading. Nobody wants to be buying when something is expensive. You want to sell, you want to buy cheap and sell expensive, right? Now, when price actually gave us this low and this high, I'm actually in an hotel and I'm not with my laptop, which is why I'm actually using my phone. So when price gave us this low and this high, for us to know that what price wants to pull back into discounts, we need to see a change of character. That is a swing change of character for price to do what? For price to fill. That is something like this. What is this? Sorry, that's not what I wanted to use. That is something like this. Yeah, mitigate and sell into discounts before the next move up, right? That is to tell us that what price wants to pull back into discounts. So we need to see that, excuse me, and this change of characters are actually, you can actually mark them with simple break of structures. That is, break of structures to the opposite side of that particular trend. Something like this. And break of structures are marked with full body candles. But as you can see right here, the candlestick that went to this point, that came below this low, closed above. Now, if you read that Princess Thomas's thread on Twitter that I shared with you guys as well, you know the difference between a sweep of liquidity and a break of structure. So now this particular candlestick that traded below was supposed to close below this level for us to now start considering this high as a strong one. So we have, I said something, I said something that if an high should give us a new low, that high becomes a strong and protected level. If a low should give us a new high, that low becomes what? A strong and protected level. There are still rules guiding what I just said, but I'm not going to go deep into that. So let's continue. So now, for us to start considering this high as our sell point, this candlestick right here was supposed to take out this low and close below it. Here, we're supposed to see a clear break of structure. But what happened? Price swept liquidity and closed above. That is one. Secondly, if you are a candlestick trader or a support and resistance trader and you don't know the meaning of sweep of liquidity or whatnot, yeah, price got to a support level here and printed something that looks like an hammer pin bar right here. And the next candle that formed again was an engulfing candle, engulfing the previous candlestick. So that should actually give you a bullish sentiment that what price wants to reverse from this support level. Good. Now, if you don't understand break of structure properly, a break of structure is when price trades below a particular level and closes below it. That is with a full body candle. I'm just scraping the top of all these things because I don't want to go. I don't want to take your time. I'm trying to explain why this particular eye failed. For me to consider this eye as a point of interest, this eye was supposed to break this low. But since this eye was unable to break this low, this eye becomes the target. It is simple. If you are in a fight and you can't punch somebody, that person is going to punch you. So if this eye could not break this low, price is going to reverse to take it out. It automatically becomes a weak point. Good. So now when price came back to this point and I saw this particular chart like this, I knew a lot of traders would consider this eye as what? A position to actually sell from. That's a point to actually sell from. Which was why I made that post. That it was a clear inducement. And as price may have it, price came to the entry. After playing around for about 4 to 8 hours, boom, took all of them all out. It took them all out. This is basic info. This particular chart here, you don't even need too much information to understand this. It is a simple break of structure. Price returns and continue selling. Oh no, this is not a break of structure. Why? This particular candlestick did not close below that low. So it is not a change of character, which means the bias continues until we see a proper change of character. That is when we can now anticipate a bearish pullback. But as long as price has not changed character yet, we should still be looking for what? Buys. Why? Because we are in an uptrend. It is simple, basic technical analysis. Simple, basic technical analysis. If we are in an uptrend, we want to be looking for what? Buy opportunities. If we're in a downtrend, we want to be looking for what? Sell opportunities. Now, for price to actually change character, to tell us that what a particular trend is about to end, to tell us that this uptrend right here, from this point to this point, is about to end, and price wants to pull back, wants to give us what? A bearish pullback. We need to see a change of character, which is this simple thing. Price should do what? Close below this low. But when price came down here and closes above, you have no reason selling from this point anymore. Why? This eye was unable to give us a new Can you guys hear me? I think my network. You can hear me, support. Come to the When did you stop seeing my screen? Let me be sure that I've not been talking to myself since. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me,
Yeah,
just
we hear you, Kelvin.
okay. When did you stop
Actually,
seeing my
what you
screen?
explained was when you're explaining the candle close for the change of character.
Okay, I think it was actually we are still on track. We are still on track. So let me continue. You can see my screen, right? So like I said, you guys can see my screen, right?
Yeah, we can see this one.
Okay. So like I said, it was a simple, basic something. It's not something um uh, a lot of people should fall for if you actually pay attention. I know 90% of when I mean 90%, it means it's on Twitter. I saw it that day. I even saw it the next day. It was just all there. When I opened my chat and I saw this particular PO, I was like, wow, this looks nice. Then I checked the where the eye led to, and I noticed it did not take out this low. There was no break of structure here. I cancelled it immediately. It's not something I want to be selling from. Simple. A proper break of structure close. So that is just why this eye did not hold. Strong eyes should break structures properly. Strong lows should break structures to the upside properly. When it trades below like this and closes above, it shows rejection, and price is going to do what? Reverse. Most likely, price is going to do what? Reverse. And that is it. Let me also give you guys a brief breakdown on this EU trade. Let me give you guys a brief breakdown on this EU trade. Then we'll call it a night. As you all know, I've been on this trade for, trust me, it's been over 70 days, at least 60 days or so. This is just, like I said, what I explained on gold right now is the same. EU was in an uptrend from this point here. This is the daily chart. When we go down to like the 4 hours, whatever, we are going to see clearly. Uptrend, breaking structures. Yeah. This was the last low that gave us this high. Price broke the last structure, right? Good. Then what did you not see price do? Price went ahead to take out this low now was a strong one that gave us a new high. Yeah. Now price was supposed to respect this low, maybe come to this point and give us another high. But what happened? Price broke it, which gives us what? Our change of character. Perfect. Price still went ahead to do what? What's this? No. My hand. So price still went ahead to do what? To break this low as well again. But that's not what I want to talk about now. Now, since price broke this strong low, giving us what? A change of character. What else did I see? I am looking for a point of interest that sweeps liquidity. It's part of what I look for. So I found this particular daily candle here. This particular daily candle here that swept the previous candle liquidity. So I decided to use the order block, this order block. So if you've heard, other blocks are a bearish order block is the last bullish candle before the break of market structure. A bullish order block is the last bearish candle before the break of slap that mentor. He doesn't know what he's saying. These are kind of like the rubbish I learned back in my days that took me months to unlearn. And I now relearn properly. Your order block doesn't have to be a bullish or bearish candle. It doesn't matter the kind of candle it is. There are rules guiding other blocks, and trust me, it has nothing to do with the color. So, if I was to take the last bullish candle here, let's say I trade the traditional order block, I was to take the last bullish candle here. This is how my setup would have been. It would have been here. This would have been how the setup is. Because this is the last bullish candle, if I'm not mistaken. This green one, it should have been here. And look at it. This line should have been dirty. But where the price later reacted from? Where the price later reacted from? This particular one right here that swept liquidity. Price later reacted from this particular one here that did what? That swept liquidity. Look at it. Clean. Before it started selling. So why didn't it react from the last bullish candle? On this SMC traders here? Well, the thing is, when you have information, you are going to know that most of all these things are not really hard. It's just people that is making it hard. So if they not tell you the last bullish candle, the last, you now on your charts, you're just looking for the last candle, the last. You will keep hitting SL before you finally catch the right one. So back to what I was saying, I started to go for this particular candlestick that swept liquidity. This previous, this daily candlestick that swept liquidity, yeah. But this can you hear me?
I think the network
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you see my screen too?
Yes.
Okay, so back to what I was saying, yeah. Now, this setup also has a fair value gap, price magnets. That price will do what? Likely come and fill. Right? Good. So with that being said, I've seen like 2 to 3 um criterias of what I'm looking for on a potential setup. I've got my breakout structure, I've got the POI that shows liquidity, I've got even one more recipe. There is no inducement. Since there's no inducement at this POI, but this POI has given me all these things, then I have to play safe and do what? Wait for price to engineer liquidity. And when price put back here, it mitigated this point, engineering liquidity, and started coming down. Now, what it did here was, why is this place called an engineer liquidity? Simple. Price came back to this area, to this my POI right here. I started reversing. Now, a lot of traders will be induced with this particular move. Why? Look, you make a structure. Nice. Nice other block. I think there's a fair value gap here too. There's an inducement here too. So 90% of them. The funny thing is, Twitter is a very sweet place where people we see people. 90% of them will be will be selling from this point. This particular one. Now, guess what? Move these points, which is the inducement that this my POI is looking for. This POI does not have any inducement, but this particular move right here is going to provide a lot of inducement for the POI. And when price came back, it is a potential SBI method now, is it not? Sweep, break, inducements. Nice SBI method. But what happened when price got to that point? Took it all out. Simple. And went to the upside. Now, oh, sorry. Now, I dropped this particular setup for you guys. And when I dropped that, I think price was still around here. Has not even mitigated. Price was still around here when I dropped it, something like that. So this particular liquidity right here, those that enter here with their stop losses above here, becomes that inducement for this particular point of interest. So when I saw this engineer liquidity, I don't need any extra confirmation again to tell me that price is going to take them out and respect these points. All I have to do is what? Okay, since I am now like 90% sure that this setup is going to hold, do I go all in? Do I like bring out my entire savings and put it in one trade because I'm 90% sure? No, I still manage my risk. If I'm risking $5,000 per trade, $4,000 per trade that week or that month, I still risked my $4,000, $5,000 here. Price mitigated it and started selling. And as price goes on, I started taking partials. So far, I've booked $8,000 from this particular setup. Calculate it in Naira. You should know how much it is. So this is how you can actually see trading in a very, very simple way. Trust me, when you understand steps like this gradually and you start putting it together gradually, you don't need so much noise. You see all these new stuffs that are coming up. New not okay, I will not say stuffs, new names that are coming up. You see me call this change of character that they've been calling it years ago. Another person now will come and say it is yam divided by stew, or it is snake in the monkey shadow, or it is whatever, just to do what? Make it sound new to you, and you'll be like, I want to learn that thing because I don't understand. How we understand when they called kettle fry pan, kettle that they used to boil water, they call it fry pan. You'll be confused because you don't know if you are to use that kettle to boil the water that you've always known it for, or you have to use that kettle to fry plantains. But it is still a kettle. The name does not change what it does. So with that at the back of your mind, you should understand that no matter what somebody calls this kind of move, price changing character here, the name the person calls it should not change the way you see it. You can even call it um, um, price raging people stop loss, or price destroying trend, or price doing something else. But the logic behind it is this: when price takes out a strong glue in a moving trend, it signifies what? Possible reversal. So when price has been in an uptrend, giving us higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and price finally takes out a previous higher low, which is not supposed to be so, that signifies what? A change of character. And price will likely do what? Price will likely pull back into what? Discount levels if we are in an uptrend, and premium levels if we are in a downtrend. It is a very, very simple, basic something that when you put them all together and you start practicing it day by day, month by month, give yourself time, you are going to see a whole lot of results. Like a whole lot of results. And my risk management plan has always been and will still be what? The fixed amount risk management, where you fix a particular amount on a particular account and you focus on that fixed amount. So for the sake of those that have missed my sessions before, I'm not going to, it's already late because I need to like relax. I've been on the site since morning trying to make sure they are putting things in order because I want to move into my new house in December. So if you missed our last session, the video is on the group, is on the channel. You can go there and watch it and see how I explain how to use fixed amount risk management. It's very easy. And it's going to help you in a way that if you lose 3 trades out of 5 trades and you win just 2, you are still going to be in massive profits. So these are things that when you put together, you start making a lot of money. Trust me. I heard somebody said something today. Not even heard. I read it under my comment section, under my house comment section. Somebody was like, nothing will you fit the house, not the mentorship money. And I laughed. I looked at it and not replied the person. I just smiled. Why? How can my house of 200 and something million be mentorship money before? Were you even thinking? Or do I look like those mentors that host mentorship class every month, every 2 months? I know some guys that have hosted mentorship this year, like 6 to 7 times, and they have nothing less than 500 students on each sessions that they host, and they charge $200, $500, and all that. So if you want to start comparing me with them, it's actually a mistake because Kelvin only hosts mentorship once in a year. And if I say I'm going to be having 500 students here, it's going to be 500 students till the next year. Last year was 250 students. Yeah. Throughout 2024, did you see me talk about any other mentorship this year? No. This particular NICU now is for next year. And I'm still not going to talk about any other mentorship from there to this thing. And the mentorship self, I'm not going to lie you. It's just as if I'm copying what my friends are doing because I already started mentorship this year. It's as if I'm copying what my friends are doing, but at the same time, I have this kind of request a lot in my DMs. Before I used to like refer them to other people, but I'm like, what is here? Since once in a while I'm going to be free, let me just do it. Yeah. The mentorship money itself can't even furnish my new house. That is the funny part of it all. So far, with what I'm actually looking at here, I'm looking at an estimate of 30 to 40 million to furnish that particular house, just to furnish it, not to purchase. Purchasing and every other thing plus the paint. Anyone that knows the painter guy is from this Telegram channel. If you know him, just go to his DM and ask him how much has Kelvin spent so far in painting and doing all those stuff. Only painting alone, I bought paints of over ₦1 million just to paint. Over ₦1 million plus many other jobs that were done there. So if you are coming into trading thinking it's going to be easy, all I just have to do is learn and maybe start mentorship. Trust me, the real money is actually in trading. What I mean in trading, the real money is actually in trading. You guys were here in August. In a single month, we did a lot of stuff that I kind of like broke through my financial autonomy. That was like the first time I was making $30,000 in a single trading month. Before it's more like 20, 22, 19. From January, it has been 19, 17, 20, all that. Like for straight 5 months, I made 20, 22, 25, something like that, yeah. But as at August, I hit 30K. And that was like, I hit that 30K under 2 weeks. And at the end of, by the end of August, it was already close to 60 to 70,000. Mentorship money cannot even give me that one. That's the truth. 60 to 70,000. If I add it with the few amount of money I've made months before that August, when I bought that house, when I wanted to buy that house, yeah, I have the money to buy the house times 2, and I'll still have change before I will even consider removing that kind of money from my account to buy the house. If I cannot afford it, because it was not in my plan. If you guys remember, I'm currently building something in Anambra and Port Harcourt at the same time. So buying the house in Lagos was not in my plan. The thing just came out like boom, and I'm like, I have the money to actually buy this thing, and it's not going to shake my bank accounts. And I decided to do it. And guess what? After getting it and I looked at the beauty, I was like, damn, this is beautiful. Although it's not going to be close to what I'm building in Anambra currently. If you guys know this guy, Billard, if you guys have seen his mansion on social media, I'm talking about something of that standard. I know where I'm going to. It's a building that will be spending up to 2 to 300 million on. So trust me, if you take trading seriously, it's going to change your life like for good. See, I've not been trading for the past 2 weeks, yeah? But I've been spending. Why? I have made so much money this year that if I decide not to trade till January or February, I'm still going to go on vacations, go anywhere I want to go, still buy things, and money will still be a lot. That is the freedom trading can give you. And with the fact that I have that skill, I don't depend on anybody for signals. It's just as if the market has kept my money somewhere. Any day I like, I open my charts, I dedicate a few hours in doing some backtesting, and boom, I enter the market again and I trade. And definitely, if I take 2 to 3 trades, I'm going to be getting thousands. Including the losses there, I'll still be getting thousands. Why? I already have the skill. When I mean I have the skill is forever. It's not going to wash away tomorrow. It is forever. So my signal provider tomorrow cannot wake up and be like, I'm no longer doing signals. Or your signal subscription is no longer $50, it is $100. This is why I don't charge for signals. I don't do it. I only do things that there is money in. There's no money in that thing. If you compare it with the stress, there's no more, except those people that don't really care about their subscribers. But me, I care about my people to an extent that once I see something that's not going to benefit me or benefit them, I'll forget it. Trust me. Paid signals, it's going to make you feel dependent, because if your signal provider now give you trades that hit loss, you will start feeling entitled instead of you to be learning from the charts you've seen and try to like recreate something for yourself. But the fact that you've paid your own is, I mean, they give me signals. I'll find a way to start flipping these accounts and make a lot of money. It's not going to be so. Check traders that are trading themselves and check traders that depend on signals who are doing better. You can't compare. The success is very, the gap is there. When you have the skill, it is there. And the funny thing is, when you have the skill and you are trading with a professional at the same time, you are going to be able to learn more and gain more experience because you know what you are doing and you know what that person is doing. Not the one that I'm going to drop charts on the Telegram. Somebody will come to my DM and ask me, is it short? Not a setup. Normally, looking at that setup, you should know if it is a buy setup or a long or a short setup. I haven't decided to make a video and explain it on that live session. Okay, when I drop chart like this thing means long. This is where SL is. This is where entry is. This is where take profits is. If I make a mistake and I drop a chart and let's say the TP is not showing by mistake, maybe depending on how I screenshot it, what is holding you from going to your own charts and checking out what I posted? You will be able to find my entry points, my exit points, and my take profit points. Yeah, you'll be able to find it out. Why? It is very easy because you also know what you are doing. Sometimes I can drop a long, you go to your chart, you look at it very well. You'll be like, no, me, I'm seeing a short. Today I'm going to go against KT. I might eat loss and you eat profits. I don't own the markets. And that is it. So if you know what you are doing and you are now trading with somebody that has experience, you will be amazed at how fast you are going to grow. Which is why I don't drop signals for my students. Anytime because all my sessions, all my teachings are always live. I don't do record video at the back. Maybe I do mistake, then later I will not edit all of them and post on the group. You people will now watch perfect video. No, I don't do that one. I do live session. If I want to teach you fair value gaps, live session, I teach you, I show you how it is, I show you trades you can actually take from it. If I want to teach you breakout blocks, live session, then I record it for those that have gone to work. When they come back, they watch the recording. And inside that recording, you are going to see questions that your fellow students are asking. So this way, if it is even a question you wanted to ask, somebody has already asked it, and are going to hear my reply inside that particular video. So it's just going to be like a classroom. The difference is that I'm not there physically. I'm just there virtually, and you are watching everything happening live. And immediately after the session, you will still see me analyze the charts with that particular thing I thought. Then a few days later, a few weeks later, I will update you. Okay, this trade went well, this trade did sell. I have like 3 to 4 recordings of my session with Nikkei 1.0 students that I posted on Twitter. Trade results. After the session, I was like, okay, let's analyze this chart. Okay, see, I'll be buying from this point, I'll be selling from. I think about 3 or 4. I made like 3 or 4 public. You can go and check it and see how it happens. Few days later, I still update them. And out of those 3, the 3 of them, TP. There is more, but I did not post all of it. I can't start posting my mentorship videos online to prove what. I don't need to prove anything to anyone. So these are real life experience that can actually help you grow. If you want to start watching recorded videos, you don't need to pay anybody for that. Go to YouTube. We're talking about mentorship here, not tutorship. So it is something that when you find yourself in that particular position, there is no way, unless you are lazy. Somebody is teaching you, are like, excuse me, can I ask? I'll be like, okay, you can ask question. You ask question, I'll point it out. Then on your own, you open your chart to grind. Serious grinding. Okay, Katie said this is how it's going to be. This was how we analyzed it that day that it went well. Let me check. You do it yourself. Trust me, if you do it consistently, people will be like, you did ritual. A lot of people have been saying it. This boy don't do ritual. This boy don't pull out for bad thing. No problem. Go and do your own. Simple. There is a lot of reward that comes with hard work. So if you put in the work, you are going to see growth. Take trading seriously. It will change your life. So for those people that missed the session, I'll drop the recording. You watch how I got the entry on that EU. And the funny thing is, when I was explaining that EU, somebody just entered my DM was like, simple, sir. Of course it is simple. But the only way you are going to be able to spot simple things like that is by continuous practice. Then your eyes will not be very, very visible. The chart is not going to be very, very visible for you to see all those things in a simple form. Trading is very, very simple. It is not easy, but it is simple. So continuous practice makes perfect. Well, thank you guys. I think that's come to an end. This particular session has come to an end. Now, for those interested in NICU, it is not compulsory. Those interested in which my mentorship comes once in a year. Last year, after I closed registration, the next day, about 20 to 30 people were in my DM begging me to allow them pay. If they're on this session, they can confirm it by themselves. I said no. Even if it's 1 hour after I close my payment window, I am never opening it. Never. So it is a one-time, once in a year opportunity. If you are interested, go to the what is it called? Go to the website. I think it's on the chat room. Yeah, this website, NICU EduTech. Contact our support staff. Ask them for payment details. They will send the payment details to your email. They will send the payment details to your email, and you can pay and join me in 2025. Because I will be closing the registration. The registration is supposed to end in December. But with the way things are going, I'll be filled up even before that particular time. And if that happens, I'm just going to close the registration. And those that are in the class will be the traders that will learn under me in 2025 and trade with me in 2025. I don't do mid-year mentorship or anything. So after this one, any person that still wants to learn under me will have to wait till when? 2026. When I said it last year, people were like, nah, lie, all these ones, I seen those stats. Under 3 months now, watch March or April is going to host another mentorship. They were shocked to say I did not even mention anything mentorship. I was just busy posting my success, lands, car, everything. Grandmothers, I was just busy posting evidence of trading result, and you are like, some people that get to idea. We want to. You can't join again. It is impossible. It's till the next upper year. So it's a once in a year thing. It's not even a serious thing for me. I just take my students serious. The registration is not a serious thing for me. So if you miss it, you miss it. I'm not the only mentor out there. There are a lot of people you can also learn from. A lot of good traders as well. So thank you guys, and have a very lovely night.